I noticed the axle bolts were not quite right.
Hi, we're Dan and Mary Buckley, here with our two dogs, Fritz and Oscar. We just retired, bought a camper, and now we're on a great adventure to see our wonderful country.
Yep, today's moving day again. Getting ready to go to one more place in Utah, down south a little bit, and then after that we start heading home eastward, going through Colorado. We're kind of looking forward to start heading home finally, but for now we're going to be heading down south and enjoying some spots down there for a couple days, then moving out. Just south of Moab, we drove by this arch called Wilson Arch. This is our last stop in Utah. We've been in Utah for quite a while, probably last couple weeks. After this, we start heading home, but we have one last little gem for our last stop. And this last little gem is here at Goosenecks State Park. What a sight. That time again, moving day. We only spent one night here. We're just going to head and move on, get out of Utah and head out to Colorado. We'll be there for a little while, seeking cooler temperatures. Hey guys, you ready to take off? Huh? Ready to move out? Well, we made it to the East Fork San Juan River dispersed camping area. A little spot here, not too bad, up against the river. Of course, we're not level with the river, we're up a little bit from the river, but we do get a good view of the river here. There's the San Juan River. We're a little elevated from it. The site's a little dusty, to say the least, but it's a nice big site. Was able to get in here no problem, pulled in, backed it up a little bit, almost perfectly level, maybe a couple inches off. A little better view of the campsite. Here we are again, doing the laundry. Hopefully the last time. Huh?
It should be.
So I probably should have filmed this earlier when I saw it and fixed it, but I forgot to and didn't do it. Went ahead and fixed it anyway. But what I saw when I was looking around yesterday, I think it was yesterday, yes, I noticed the axle bolts were not quite right. You can see, and I do have pictures, I'll show pictures as well. You can see that axle bolt kind of shifted a little bit. I noticed that here. I noticed that the axle bolt that's back there. I looked on the other side of the trailer as well. Noticed the same thing. So I thought I'd take a look underneath the trailer and see if there was anything going on. Here are some pictures of the bolts before I fixed it. If you take a close look, you can see how the axle has also shifted down. Well, when I looked underneath the trailer, of course you can see I fixed this. It's all flat now. The support bracket, which the axle, got one on each side here, but this is the door side, I guess. The support plate there was about 3/4 of an inch off the frame. The back there, I'll show pictures as well so you can see what I saw originally. It was touching the frame of the trailer, but the front here was almost 3/4 of an inch gap right here. Here's a picture of the axle bracket before I made the fix. Now, of course, it's flat. I fixed it, but we had this gap here, and of course, because it's kind of like one piece, I saw the gap over there as well. So what I did is I loosened all the bolts, the bolts that hold the axle to the frame, loosened them up a little bit, which didn't take much to loosen them up. They weren't very tight. So I loosened them up a little bit, took a jack and put it right up underneath here on the axle, and sort of jacked that up a little bit until it was flat, and then tightened the bolts to spec. I think they're between 120 150 torque pounds in which they're supposed to be, and so I torqued them up on both sides, and now I've got this axle flat, okay, supporting the trailer now. It was kind of concerning when I saw that, because I've been down some pretty rough roads. You can't really see over there, but it's flat now. Been down some pretty rough roads. Don't know if it was the roads that was causing it. Loosened up, just use. I never saw this before. When we got back here to this area, we went back a very washboarded road, very rough coming back here, but I think this was going on for a while. I don't think this happened just recently. Well, moving day again. We're leaving here. This is the East Fork, San Juan River dispersed area. Been out here about, I think, 5 days now, maybe 4. Great place, beautiful place. Beautiful San Juan River flowing right next to us here. We're elevated a little bit, but great little site. And we're getting ready to leave, getting ready to head east again, a little bit more east. Still be in Colorado, but we're heading east. Going to be not too far from Kansas, and making the trip back home.
See, Dan's out washing his car and is driving the dogs crazy. Nice, clean truck. Dan just got done washing. Good job, looks good. Looks like brand new truck and trailer coming through.
I think we're going to call this one a wrap. Been a great time. The Goosenecks State Park, what a view. Breathtaking to be that close to the rim and see that. Loved it. You?
Yeah, I did. I really like San Juan too because we were right next to the river, and when you tried to sleep at night, you know, you could hear that river sound. It's just very relaxing. It was very nice.
It's a fast flowing river, so it made a lot of noise.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
The Goosenecks was a little windy and hot. And I tell you what, Utah was a hot place the whole time we were there.
But you know, wind followed us the whole trip. So
yeah.
What's more, wind, right?
Yeah. But San Juan, definitely a little bit cooler. It was hot during the day, but it cooled off pretty quick being at that elevation. So we was able to get some relief. Didn't use our air conditioner, you know, tried to stay away from that. And we were able to stay cool during the day. And night was fantastic sleeping weather. We loved it. That was a great spot. Mm-hmm. But now we're moving east. Like I said, we're heading home, getting ready to move through Colorado, Kansas, Iowa, and head on back to the homeland. And we're looking forward to that.
They go Illinois.
Yep. So anyway, this wraps this one up. Just remember, when you do your next adventure, get out
And get going.